If you followed any of my previous videos, you would know that my Govee heater has been recalled for safety reasons. And I did a video on how to do their recall process. So in the meantime, I ordered a Lasko 22-inch heater to replace it. The heater goes in my basement and it supplements the house heating. So it's something, we watch TV down there, so it's something we need in the evenings and just in the winter, of course. So I did purchase it from Walmart.com. It was $90. It didn't look like it was a sale, so it looked like it was just $90, but I needed a heater. And Govee has you take your heater to the point where it doesn't work to prove that you've disabled it. So I didn't have a heater. Secondary heater. So after ordering from Walmart.com, I will mention it was delayed twice in shipment, coming from Wyoming out towards the east here. And it didn't create any issues, to be honest with you. It arrived a day before the weather got cold, so it was pretty good. And let me show you what it looks like. It's a 22-inch. So it's a smaller one than I've gotten, but it appears by the specs it'll do a good job. I wanted it to be Wi-Fi enabled, and I wanted it to work with Amazon's Echo. So it has all of those things. So why don't we go ahead and set it up, get it running, and maybe show you the app in a little bit more detail, and then tell you what I think. Well, winter is upon us. We have our first cold wave on the way, and my Govee heater has been recalled, so I can't use that anymore. So I am now, I've gotten this Lasko portable heater, and I needed something that had similar specs to Govee. Because that's what I really liked about it. The Govee was mobile Wi-Fi, and that was great because I was able to make changes, corrections, temperature settings, etc., without having to be here. I could check on it, etc. So I wanted that. This is for the basement of our house, which is finished, but it's not as warm as the other two floor. So my research said that this was the one to get, the Lasko ThermoSmart Smart Ceramic Tower Heater, and it has everything you would think on it. You know, tip over, it shuts off, etc., etc. Let's see. There's 3 different heat settings. You could program the time. I don't do that. I have it automatically go on and off. Of course, there's going to be an app for that. It appears like it's going to be straightforward to do this. And so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to download the app called Aria for Home, Aria, A-R-I-A. So let me go ahead and download that and show you what that looks like. Here is the Lasko box that came from Walmart. I'll go ahead and we'll open this up, see what's in it. And I've downloaded the app and I'm at the step of add device. So let's go ahead and add our device. All right, so it was just simply packed in the box, nothing big about it. And I did press it and it's blinking red. Open the app, click add device. So I don't know if you can see this because I know the light is going to be a problem. But anyway, it says add, oh, there's a lot of heat coming out of there. Add device. The app is requesting permissions. So it's asking me on both Bluetooth and location. I've done continue. Now it says it's discovering devices. And it's showing, I'm going to get up here for you. I don't know if you could see this. Discovering devices. It did discover a device. It shows an icon or a picture of the device. So I'm going to do add. It selected my home network, the one that I typically use for these items. and it says to press it, choose Wi-Fi, enter password. Oh, so I have pasted my password in, so it's found the correct network. Password is in, I tap connect, detecting, says heater being added, we'll see. As I said, I'm not sure if it found the 2.4 gigahertz or not, which has usually been my issue. It's 1/4 of the way done, so it shows as it adds, or tries to add. It's about halfway done now. Failed. I am trying again. The Nest mesh system is supposed to automatically determine which band to use. It has been added successfully. I am all set. So I'm now connected. The app is now connected. I am now on the next step. Surprise, surprise, there's an update. Well, it shut off during the update. Firmware updated. So here's the app. All right, so now here is the app. So right now the heater is actually on, using just a little bit of wattage. Talks about motion. There's a setting that you could use that I am not using that allows you to turn it on and off when it feels motion in the room, somebody coming in or whatnot. So I don't have it set to that, so that's actually from last night. You could see it's currently set at 71 degrees. It's 73 degrees there right now. Outdoor temperature is 41, and as you come down, you could see, of course, you could control the temperatures either here or here, or simply rolling it back, however you would rather do it. Heat mode, and it's currently on high. I like to set it on medium, so I'm going to go ahead and put it on medium, which is max power for at a lower speed, and I'll confirm that. And again, I'll make sure it's set at the proper temperature of not 61. I will put it back at 71. So we have a timer. I'm not using that, but I'll show you in a minute how I am using it with Amazon Alexa. The display, what this is to turn on the display, which I have it on, because there's a series of buttons on top, as you remember, and I have them lighted because it doesn't bother me, but doesn't matter. And oscillation, I don't use that. I just have it coming straight out, so I don't really use the oscillation. And then on the settings on the upper right, when you go to that, there's several things here. Device information, it is updated. Tap to run and automation, which you could use here. And I didn't set up any smart scenes here, but I did on Amazon Echo. I've turned on, in case it goes offline for any reason, to just send me a notification. I could add it to my home screen. I'm not going to do that. And there's no updates available, so I've got her all updated. And third-party control here. So I do have it set up in my Amazon Echo, as I had mentioned to you, and I've linked it. This took no time at all. There was no issues at all getting it linked with Amazon Echo. So I will tell you, it was just great. Home screen here, and we'll leave it there for now. Let me show you the Amazon Echo. So here is, on Amazon Echo, you could put a routine. So I've entered a routine. I've enabled it, and it's just called Heater On. And every day at 4:15 in the afternoon, because I really don't go down to watch television before 5:30 or 6. And what I do is, that time, the routine is that heater 2, which I call this particular heater, will be set on heat, medium, and I will set the thermostat at 72. And that's what it does every day at 4:15. So I have reset the temperature, so I'll have to fix that. But you could see it's relatively simple to do. And as a matter of fact, I think I'll go ahead and I'm going to add another one and tell it to do that. and I'm going to go to next up on the top and finish. And we have updated our routine with some other routines that I have, but you can see I have a heater on and a heater off. So there you go on the app. It's been working really good. Right now, the temperature down there, and a relatively, it's in the basement, so of course it gets cooler down there than the remainder of the house, and it's usually between 3 and 4 degrees different than the main floor of the house. So in the winter, 3 to 4 degrees is a lot. So we use that to supplement where we watch TV. There you go. You have now seen the app. All right, I'm getting ready now to finally put this in its location. First of all, I want to show you size-wise. So this is the original one I had, and you could see how much smaller this one is. I'm going to put this here on a couple of subway tiles. And so I went ahead and I turned it on. By the way, I did notice that every time I turn it off, I'm going to come a little closer for you here. Every time I turn this off, when I turn it on, it seems to default to heater 3, which is not what I want to use. So I just started using it, so I don't know if that's a problem or not. And it also looks like it may not be connected to the Wi-Fi, which button is up here. So I press that, or it's not connected, I should say, to my phone. So now it appears to be connected to the phone. And so I'm going to change it again, which I'm constantly doing, by the way. It does throw out a lot of heat. I will tell you that. So I have it set at 71. Now, it's got some other buttons around here. So there's Wi-Fi there. It has an oscillating button here, timer, mode, heat 1, heat 2, heat 3. And these are the temperatures up and down. Current temperature is 77. That is not what I want. So I will take care of that. And it says a safety feature was activated. It noticed that I had touched a button on there. So it is now on the setting that I would want. And I'm going to check with our good friend Alexa. What's the temperature of heater 2?
The heater 2 temperature is 77 degrees.
And it's 77. Okay, I've had the product long enough now that I can give you some of my thoughts on it. On the things that aren't so good, because I wouldn't say anything was bad. There's a handle that's built into it. It's really not worth it. I mean, I can't do anything with just that built-in handle, but once I have it where I want it, I'm not going to move it anyway, most likely. There's no remote control. Some of the ones I've had have had a remote control. This one does not. But, I mean, I have my phone, so I'm okay. But if others are in the room, oh my God, they'd have to stand up and go over there and make changes to it. So it's not a really big problem. That's about it as far as things that I thought were a little bit needy. On the good side, there's everything. It keeps the room at a nice even keel, I noticed, which has been great. The integration with Amazon Echo, really worthwhile. Being able to set it and put routines in place through Amazon Echo, which I use for everything else, makes it very nice. So I do like that. As you saw by the size, it's smaller than what I've had in the past, but provides the same amount of support and heat that I need. So it's a keeper.